according to ESPN, the Spurs have agreed to a 2-year extension with Zach Collins for $35 million. And how do I feel about this extension? I think it's a very good extension despite Zach Collins having a history of being injury prone. That's the only thing you have to be concerned about. But since it's only 2 years, that's not bad at all. I'm actually a huge fan of what Zach Collins brings to the Spurs. I just like his hustle. He's deceptively very athletic, and he brings a toughness I feel that is necessary because when Wembanyama is being marketed to be just like the second coming, the golden child of the NBA, and because of that, you're gonna have a lot of guys who are gonna come at him, and rightfully so. I respect that guys want to challenge him, but there's the other part of the game which you're going to need Zach for, which is there's going to be guys who are going to try to play him dirty. They're going to try to injure him and see what they can pull against him because Victor is not physically a big guy. He's very skinny, so guys are going to go at him aggressively. And even though the NBA is a less physical league than back in the day, it is still very physical for bigs with what the refs allow guys to get away with in the post with hacking and all that other stuff. And that's by design. They don't want big men to be great. So that's why I think Zach Collins is very important. He's a guy who's not afraid to get into confrontations or fist fights. Just he has that mentality that he's not going to back down to anybody. And that's what I like about him. I feel he's going to bring that to the Spurs for these next few more years, that when guys try to confront Victor, he's going to be that enforcer type to break it up and let them know that you can't get away with playing dirty against Victor, that there's going to be repercussions. So I think that's why he's very important to keep around. So it's a great signing. I look at Zach kind of like a poor man's David Lee. He's athletic like David Lee. He can score. Obviously not as great of a scorer as David Lee, but he reminds me a lot like David Lee on the offensive end. Defensively, I think he's better than David Lee from what I've seen, but this is a great signing. I think he's a legit starting center. He's very solid. He's looked good during the preseason. I've noticed that he's very spry, very athletic, and him and Victor look like they have good synergy already when I see the passing between the two of them and just how they complement each other very well. I've seen a few games where Victor has found him really well in his spots, and Zach knows just like when to cut and when not to cut and when to clear out for Victor. So I think they already have good chemistry from the start. So this is a really good signing, and just from the big man depth perspective of the Spurs, it helps to have him. Just he's a starter. Then you have Bassie off the bench. Just yeah, he's going to give the Spurs an edge the next few years. I definitely believe that. Like I said, the only question mark is, can he stay healthy? Hopefully he can. If he can stay healthy, then wow, this is going to be a really good signing. That's the way I look at it.